Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I am so grateful you've joined me today, and I can't wait to dive into something that has the power to change your life. Life is an intricate dance of chaos and order, of forces we perceive and those hidden from our view. There are moments when what appears to be random or even unfortunate is, in truth, an act of unseen protection. It's as though the tapestry of your life is being woven with threads you cannot see, by hands that know the pattern far better than you do. Imagine encountering an obstacle that forces you to stop, to pause, or to change direction. Frustrating, certainly. But what if that very obstacle is saving you from a road that leads to ruin? So often what we interpret as rejection or delay is simply protection, a signal that you are being diverted for your own good. Consider those times when a deep, almost inexplicable sense of unease grips you. You might call it intuition, a gut feeling, but it's more profound than that. It's a signal, a warning light blinking in the depths of your soul, urging you to pay attention. And when you honor that feeling, when you take heed, you often find yourself avoiding pain, betrayal, or harm you never saw coming. Then there are the people who leave. It hurts, doesn't it? Relationships ending can feel like a failure. Yet, what if their departure is not an abandonment, but a blessing? Sometimes people carry with them intentions that are veiled, motives that are concealed. When they leave, it's often because their purpose in your life has ended or their presence could hinder the growth you're destined for. And how about the peace you felt in the midst of chaos? It's not the kind of calm you can rationalize. It's deeper, almost otherworldly. It whispers, you're not alone, you're not unprotected. There is a hand over you. That peace is a shield, a reminder that no matter what storms rage around you, there is a force ensuring they won't consume you. Pay attention when the masks slip, when people reveal their true colors unexpectedly. That exposure might feel painful, even disorienting, but it's necessary. It protects you from investing your trust in the wrong places. And don't dismiss the timely help or opportunities that appear just when you need them most. Those aren't accidents, they are lifelines, signs that something greater is watching out for you. Finally, there are the closures that happen without explanation. The job you didn't get, the project that didn't materialize, the relationship that ended without fanfare. In hindsight, these abrupt endings often protect you from walking into situations that could have drained you or derailed your purpose. In all these moments, you are not abandoned, you are safeguarded. There is a force, call it what you will, that sees beyond your sight and shields you from the unseen. Trust that, honor that, and move forward with courage, knowing you are never as alone as you might feel. The protection is real, even when the evidence is hidden. When you face an obstacle that seems to emerge out of nowhere, it often feels like a setback or an unwelcome interruption. Plans are delayed, progress is halted, and frustration begins to creep in. However, these unforeseen roadblocks can carry a deeper purpose, one that is not immediately visible. Imagine walking down a path, convinced it leads to your destination, only to find a barricade forcing you to stop or take a different route. At first glance, it seems like a waste of time, an unnecessary detour. But what if, just beyond that blocked path, there was danger waiting, something you could not foresee, but which was clear to a force guiding your journey? Sometimes these obstacles are protective barriers rather than punitive measures. They make you pause, reevaluate, or change direction entirely, and in doing so, they can save you from harm you were completely unaware of. You might be rerouted to something far better, something aligned with your true purpose or safety. Often what feels like a closed door is actually a shield standing between you and a challenge you are not meant to face, or a failure that could crush your spirit. There are moments when you feel a deep, unshakable sense of unease, a quiet whisper within you that something isn't right. It's not based on logic or evidence, but is instead a sensation that seems to rise from the very core of your being. These intuitive alerts can be easy to dismiss, especially in a world that often values reason over instinct, yet they are some of the most profound tools of protection. This sense, often referred to as a gut feeling, is more than just a fleeting thought. It's a culmination of subconscious observations and experiences drawing your attention to what your conscious mind may have missed. It might be the subtle shift in someone's tone, a look that doesn't match their words, or even an inexplicable dread about a decision you're about to make. These feelings act as a warning system, prompting you to pause, question, and consider your next steps carefully. When you listen to this inner voice, it can steer you away from harm. It might urge you to avoid a specific place, decline an offer, or create distance from someone whose intentions aren't as noble as they seem. While you may not always understand why you feel this way in the moment, honoring these intuitive nudges often leads to outcomes that, in hindsight, reveal the wisdom of trusting them. When relationships shift or end unexpectedly, it can leave you feeling confused, hurt, or even betrayed. People who once seemed integral to your life may suddenly drift away, or circumstances may force a separation you didn't anticipate. At first, it's natural to interpret these changes as losses or failures. You might wonder what you did wrong or question the fairness of it all. But what if these shifts are part of a greater design to protect you from harm you cannot yet perceive? Sometimes individuals in your life may harbor hidden motives or carry energies that are misaligned with your growth and purpose. Their presence, though comfortable or familiar, might be limiting your progress or draining your spirit. When these people leave, it is often a reflection of divine intervention, removing what no longer serves your higher good. It's as though an unseen force recognizes the need to create space for better relationships, opportunities, or growth. The timing of these shifts can also be significant. They often occur just as you are about to embark on a new chapter or make a significant decision. The removal of certain individuals might be necessary to ensure your focus, peace, and well-being remain intact. What feels like abandonment or rejection could actually be a form of safeguarding, preparing you for a future free from distractions, manipulation, or negativity. When relationships in your life undergo sudden shifts or come to an unexpected end, it can stir a mix of emotions, sadness, confusion, even anger. These moments are often accompanied by a sense of loss as you grapple with the absence of people who once played significant roles in your life. You might replay conversations, analyze actions, and wonder what went wrong. Yet, what if these changes are not about failure or rejection, but rather about protection and alignment with your true path? Not all relationships are meant to last forever. Some people enter your life for a season, playing their role and helping you grow in ways you may not immediately recognize. But as you evolve, so do your needs, your goals, and your boundaries. When someone's presence begins to conflict with your growth or inner peace, their departure might be necessary to make room for something better. It's as though an unseen hand gently moves pieces on the board of your life, ensuring you remain in harmony with your greater purpose. In some cases, the people who leave may have hidden intentions or unresolved conflicts within themselves that could ultimately harm you. Their departure may be the result of forces beyond your control, revealing that their presence was no longer aligned with your best interests. These shifts, though painful, can act as a form of divine protection, shielding you from toxic influences or situations that would have weighed you down. It's also worth noting that when a relationship ends, it often marks the beginning of a deeper connection with yourself. It creates space for self-reflection, personal growth, and the opportunity to strengthen your values and boundaries. These transitions, while difficult, serve to realign your life with relationships and experiences that will uplift and nurture your soul. There are moments in life when chaos seems to swirl around you, pressures mount, challenges arise, and uncertainties loom. Yet, in the midst of it all, you find yourself experiencing an extraordinary sense of peace. It's a calm that feels almost unnatural, as if it doesn't belong in such turbulent circumstances. This peace isn't simply the absence of stress, it's a profound assurance that transcends logic, as though something greater is at work protecting and guiding you. This sense of calm often comes unexpectedly, enveloping you like a shield in the face of adversity. While the world around you might demand panic or despair, you feel steadied, almost as if you're being held by an invisible force. It's a kind of clarity that helps you see through the storm and focus on what truly matters, giving you the strength to navigate even the most challenging situations. This peace often acts as a reminder that you are not alone. that there is a presence watching over you and ensuring that the difficulties you face won't consume you. It's a whisper to your spirit, encouraging you to trust the process even when the outcome remains uncertain. Rather than succumbing to fear or anxiety, this calm allows you to approach life's trials with resilience, reminding you that every storm eventually passes. In these moments, the extraordinary peace you feel is more than a comfort, it's a signal that you are being supported in ways you cannot fully comprehend. It allows you to move forward with courage, grounded in the belief that no matter how overwhelming the circumstances may seem, you are protected and upheld. There are times in life when the true intentions of those around you remain hidden, concealed beneath layers of charm, manipulation, or deceit. You may not realize it at first, as people often present their best selves in public, masking their true motives with words and actions that seem genuine. But over time, the truth has a way of surfacing, sometimes through subtle signs or even dramatic revelations, exposing the deception that was once veiled. When these moments of exposure occur, it's easy to feel betrayed, confused, or disillusioned. You might wonder how you missed the signs or question your own judgment. Yet, this unveiling is not something to mourn, but rather to recognize as a blessing in disguise. The uncovering of falsehoods, whether it be in friendships, business relationships, or personal connections, is a form of divine protection. It's as if the veil is lifted just in time to prevent you from further investment in something that would have ultimately harmed you. The process of exposure can be jarring, but it's often necessary for your growth and well-being. It forces you to reassess who you trust, who you allow into your inner circle, and who deserves your time and energy. When deception is revealed, it serves as a crucial moment of clarity, allowing you to move forward with greater discernment and wisdom. While the truth can be painful, it is also liberating. It provides the freedom to walk away from situations or people that no longer align with your values or aspirations. And as these falsehoods unravel, they pave the way for more authentic, honest connections to emerge. It's through this exposure that you are freed from the chains of deceit and given the opportunity to build stronger, more meaningful relationships based on mutual respect and transparency. In life, there are moments when you find yourself at a crossroads, uncertain of the next step or faced with a decision that carries immense weight. The pressure to make the right choice can be overwhelming, and yet just when you feel most alone or stuck, help arrives from an unexpected source. It might come in the form of a conversation with a stranger, a sudden opportunity, or even a breakthrough idea that seems to appear out of nowhere. These timely interventions often feel like miracles, offering exactly what you need at exactly the right moment. When these interventions happen, it's easy to dismiss them as coincidence or luck, but there is a deeper layer to their arrival. They often appear just when you are on the verge of a breakdown or when the path ahead seems too challenging to navigate alone. It's as if an unseen hand steps in, providing the guidance, support, or resources that enable you to move forward. This can be a person who offers advice, an opportunity that unexpectedly materializes, or a solution to a problem that had seemed insurmountable. These interventions are not random, they are part of a larger, unseen framework designed to keep you on track, protect you from unnecessary harm, and guide you towards your purpose. They often come when you've done all you can and are at a point of surrender, ready to accept help or guidance, whether you realize it or not. In these moments, you're reminded that you are not walking through life alone and that even in your most difficult times, there is something greater at play, ensuring that you are never truly without support. Sometimes these timely interventions require you to be open to receiving help, to let go of the illusion that you must do everything by yourself. It's about recognizing that there are forces beyond your control, whether in the form of people, circumstances, or opportunities that are constantly working in your favor, orchestrating events and encounters to keep you safe, on course, and aligned with your greater good. There are times when situations or relationships come to an unexpected end, leaving you with little explanation or resolution. It can feel unsettling, even frustrating, as if you've been left with unfinished business or an unanswered question. The closure you seek may not come in the way you anticipated, and there may be no dramatic confrontation or final words to provide clarity. Yet this abrupt ending can often be a form of protection, a way of ensuring you are spared from deeper struggles or complications that might have followed if the situation had continued. When things close without conflict, it might initially seem like a missed opportunity for understanding or closure. However, the absence of confrontation can serve as a shield, protecting you from emotional turmoil or unnecessary strife. The silence around these endings allows you to walk away without the weight of unresolved anger or bitterness that often accompanies conflict. It's as though you're being spared from the exhausting process of trying to justify, explain, or fix something that was never meant to last. In these moments, the closure doesn't need to be loud or dramatic to be significant. It's simply the ending that was necessary to protect you from potential harm or to guide you away from a path that could have led to more pain. While it may feel unsettling at first, this type of closure creates space for healing and new beginnings. The absence of conflict means there's no residual negativity, and you can step forward unburdened by the emotional weight that often accompanies difficult endings. Rather than seeking answers that may never come, it's often better to accept the quiet end as an act of divine intervention, guiding you away from situations or people that no longer align with your best interests. The closure may not make sense at the time, but over time you'll come to see it for what it truly is: a form of protection and a way to ensure that your energy remains intact as you move forward. In the tapestry of life, the signs of protection are often woven into the very fabric of our experiences, guiding us through unseen forces and hidden paths. Whether it's the unforeseen obstacles that steer us away from danger, the gut feelings that alert us to potential harm, or the relationships that shift to protect our peace, we are constantly being guided, often in ways we cannot yet understand. The extraordinary peace that arises amidst chaos, the exposure of deception, the timely interventions, and the closure without conflict, all of these are reminders that we are never truly alone. These moments of divine protection are not always obvious in the moment, but they serve a purpose far greater than we can comprehend. They are the markers of a life being guided with care and foresight, ensuring that we stay aligned with our true purpose and avoid paths that would derail us. As you continue on your journey, trust in the unseen protection that surrounds you, even when you can't see it, and know that every challenge, shift, and revelation is ultimately working in your favor. Keep moving forward with courage, for you are being safeguarded by forces that know your destiny better than you ever could.